Coach Cool here with another takedown breakdown. This time we are going to be looking at Micic's road to the gold at the most recent World Championships in 2023 in Serbia. Micic has a left leg lead and a right hand collar tie. He keeps his head to the same side as his collar tie and he looks to attack the knee with his left hand, looking at that sweep. Again, straight in for that left hand shot off the right. This time though, he's controlling the outside of the elbow. A lot of his overhand work is done with his right hand, and his left hand seems to be his leg attack. See here, sweeps, goes to the body, looks to go over the top of a headlock, and then arm drags and butt drags to get round the back for the two. After securing his takedown, he stays busy on top. He kind of fakes for the leg lace, works up, throws in a leg ride, which he uses to set up his high gut wrench. So the threat going to the left hand side here, and then goes right. Scores a nice 2, doesn't finish there, scores another 2, and that should be another 2, but I don't think he scores it from the ref. But he's always active on top, setting up with that leg ride to go high. Here we can see his opponent's got wise to his collar tie game, so he's not giving him the head position. So even though he's faking, he's snapping, so he changes to control on the outside of the hand once he establishes his position here. Once he gets that, he controls the elbow and does a peek out, double knee slide, high crotch, gets the guy up, down for 2, starts getting busy again on top, throws in that leg, threat of the leg ride, and then goes the other way for the high gut wrench, finishing this match off. This is the next match in his road to the gold. Again, we see him starting off with that right hand collar tie, left knee pull. This is where we see Micic's versatility. So he attacks legs with the right and uses his left hand for the upper hand work. So he peels on the elbow, opening it up. As he does that, he swings down with his right hand, taking out both ankles. Right hand collar tie, left knee attack. Doesn't get it this time, but the threat's there, so he fakes it, uses that for the kind of super duck shot, gets in on the legs, that kind of outside high crotch shot. Here he is, he's kind of fighting in the crackdown position, he starts to shelve his opponent's ankle. Once the hip's up though, he knows he's going to score here, so builds right back up to his feet, and from here starts looking for the takedown. This way is where we see him throw in double leg rides and flatten his opponent out for the 2. This exchange is a great example of his chain wrestling ability. He goes foot sweep to that far leg off of the 2-on-1, doesn't get it. Arm drags out to the high crotch, gets the leg in the hip, tries to spin him down for the 2, doesn't get that, but he knows he's close to the edge, so then he goes and just scores his 1 point for the push out. This is a good scoring position for his opponent. He utilises the fact that Micic uses that right hand collar tie and gets a slide by off of it and works his way around for the 2 points here. His opponent's really got to push now because Micic is so far ahead, so he wrestles really smart here. He counters off of his opponent's shot, gets that crossface into an arm drag, builds up onto the leg, sits him down in his butt, scores his 2. I think this was my favourite match of Micic's tournament, up against Yugaev from Russia. Yugaev is a much craftier opponent so far than anyone he's faced, so when he goes for his collar tie and tries to feed in that front headlock, he shoots and scores his 2. Yugaev instantly shoots off the collar tie, but this is a lovely little scramble situation where, although great wrestling, no score. Micic is a little bit more wary now when he's head snapping, so he goes for a little wrist snap here. They get in a scramble situation. Yugaev gets the underhook round the waist, but Micic keeps that whizzer on tight, and this is scores his first 2 points for the back exposure here. He keeps that pressure on with the whizzer, even though his leg's exposed, he manages to catch the back exposure there. Yugaev, however, doesn't let go of this. He starts getting the hand into the ear and shelving the leg and manages to score 2 of his own. So he's built back up here. He's still got the whizzer to try and escape, but this is where he gets his 2. He manages to get back exposure there, and then they stalemate. In this next exchange, we can see again Yugaev utilising the kind of underhook off of the shot here. So he builds up again to that seatbelt, but if you watch what he does with his underhook in hand, he tries to get it into the ear of Micic, and he's always looking to get that ankle up and exposed. It puts him in a much better position than Micic, and here he sits back, scoring his 2 for the takedown. Every time Micic goes collar tie for this shot, Yugaev's coming up with an answer for it. He tries the whip over. However, this time, Micic makes the adjustment, gets his knee out instead of staying in that whizzer position, and is able to wrestle back up. Micic has got to go now because it's 7-2 to Ugaev, and he knows that his collar tie game's been up, so he changes it up, shoots on the outside, and then hits a cut back here. He gets his foot on the outside, starts shelving that up, and he's looking to try and get his whip around for the score. Now, he can try and rush for the push out, but he needs takedowns, so he brings him down to one knee, starts working around the back, takes it down, gets the knee contact for the 2 points. 7-4 still to Ugaev, so Micic has got to go. He fakes one way to go the other, however, Ugaev gets the block in with that underhook. He can't get the butt drag that he's been doing, although he could maybe work an arm drag. Gets caught in a front headlock position and Ugaev shoots. Now he's blocking that arm, he shoots again, builds to the seatbelt, hand into the ear with the overhook hand, and then he's able then to get the body lock, get his knee out, score his 2. 1 point in it now, and it's down to short time. Micic really needs to go. He dives in on basically a kind of go lucky double and manages to secure a cutback here, getting him down at his butt to secure the 2 with very little time left to wrestle. And then gets a cross body ride just to keep him in place. This is another excellent match against the Belgrade of Albania. Micic, again, if you look, collar tie goes to the knee. This next sequence demonstrates each wrestler's speed. Off the shot, Belgrade doesn't score, he goes for an arm drag, tries to get Micic's leg, Micic defends. There's still hand fighting, gets onto a 2-on-1 situation, he's posting on the head, Micic, and then he looks for a wee foot sweep drag, however Belgrade's able to wrestle away. Nothing in between the two wrestlers, it's all passivity points so far. Micic secures the chest wrap, gets a big 4-point throw off that, and comes back out, losing the 1 point for the reversal, but that's the match. This is the gold medal match against Rei Higuchi. Obviously, 2 top level wrestlers going at it. Higuchi tries to score off of an arm drag, chains into a double leg. However, he manages to stuff the shot, and he's looking for that arm drag of his own to get round the back for the 2. Both wrestlers are fighting for the collar tie position. Watch when Micic controls the elbow. Higuchi pulls the head to get in deep on that double leg. Tries to lift and take him down for the 4, doesn't secure the 4 but gets the 2 for the takedown. Watch Higuchi as he shocks Micic's head here to secure his sweep. Once he's done that, he gets his knee around the back and shelves the foot onto the far hip. This makes it much more likely for him to secure his takedown. He's not scored yet, but it's just a matter of time for him to work his way around the back and beat that whizzer. Micic gets his collar tie position that he's been getting all tournament. Shoots what looks like it's going to be to the right, but then goes left, and then whilst he's down in the kind of chest wrap position, gets his arm around the back of Rei Higuchi, which scores some of his back exposure points here. Rei Higuchi's about to use an arm drag to a high crotch shot. Micic does a really good job of ensuring that Higuchi doesn't get his shoulder into his hips, and is able then to get into the crackdown position here. Micic keeps turning the corner and threatening the crotch lift, and also using the butt drag. This is helping him get that shoulder even further out of position so that he's able to score. Now, even though he's basing up, he's attacking the ankles, he's going in deep with that hand now. And now Rei Higuchi's shoulder's completely out, which means it's either going to be a turn for 2 or he's going to get his feet out, which he does, and scores 2 for the takedown. Serbia have their new world champion, and he won it on home soil. I don't think there's any better feeling than that in sport. And the way that he won it was incredible also. He came up against the top guys in his weight division and he beat every single one of them, and I don't think there's any of them that you can really say that he stole the match. Each and every one of them he wrestled his heart out and used his skill and his unique collar tie set up to really put on a performance of a lifetime. Let's recap how he won his gold medal. His unique collar tie with his head on the same side as the collar tie, outside control with the left hand, always looking to attack that knee. It makes his opponent have to stay so wary the whole time. Also, if we look at the fact that he utilised the butt drag quite a lot, he's got a very folk-style leg defence. Obviously, we know he wrestled in the NCAAs. I feel like that was really evident in his leg defence in this World Championships. And finally, his just determination to keep wrestling to the very end. The way that he won against Ugaev, the way he pulled off the 4-point throw against the Belgrade, and even finishing the match against Rei Higuchi, just the heart of a champion.